Hey everybody, welcome back. We are doing another Marvel Future Revolution video. We are going to be doing a look at the companions and the stats that kind of come with them as you level them, star them up. This isn't a deep dive video. It's more of a sort of browse, looking what we got. And if you've got some information, please come to the Discord. The link is in the description below. We gladly take some screenshots. We're going to compile some of this stuff together to see, what's where, so that way we can sort of compile it and really go, you know what? I like the stats there, or I like the increase there once you get to that level. I think that's good to know. But right now we're just going to take kind of a surface, like these seem to be good initial things. And as more companions come in the game, we're obviously going to want to add more and more to this so we can compare it all out. So if you're new to the channel, like I mentioned, Discord link below, hammer down like buttons, notification bell, subscribe, all that sort of thing. And let's get to it.
Bring me WolverThor!
So, I don't have a lot of these leveled up, right? So I don't have them up. So I've asked some alliance mates, I've asked some people in the community, hey, can any of you guys sort of share some of this stuff or let's help compile this so we can all have a sort of an overall look. But the idea here is, Cersei's got these stats. Obviously she's got this skill with this damage. You can go through each one of these where Vision's got these. How different is that? Okay, well, he's level 10, she's level 15. All right, these two are both level 10, but one's 3-star, one's 2-star. You've then got the differences between special, rare, and commons. You guys get the idea, right? So the things change as you go through here, where it's kind of like, okay, I mean, here's a level 1 rare, 1818 192. Here's a level 1 special. It's clearly better, right? So those are the sort of things that we know, but there could be some intricacies with some of these things where you want to start looking at, maybe I get while I lose some attack, I really like, where the ability goes for, Red Wisp Parker once he gets to a certain skill level. That's the type of thing that we want to see, and it'd be good to compile that for the community, so you might not necessarily deep dive into something. So that's the attempt, but this, like I said, we're just going to be browsing some stuff. Since I don't have it, I already mentioned I asked some alliance mates and community folks to actually see if they could help compile this. So we are going to go jump over to Discord and look at some of the screenshots, browse through those. And we've also, again, shout out to Dante, put together a Google Doc. Anybody who follow me in MSF knows I tend to dive into spreadsheets a little bit because it helps me get some macro views on things and really do a better analysis on what might be decent. And again, preliminary stuff, but we'll get a feeling. All right, so let's go check them out. All right, so we've got some up here from our buddy Nornrad. A couple of these, I mean, again, Cersei's got level 1. We know what that's at. But Cersei level 2, level 15 gets up to 90, 90, 150. That's not too bad. I mean, I had her, for my skills on her, I actually had her at, let's see, we looked at in the companions here. When you go to Cersei, my Cersei's actually 3 level 15, and I'm at, this is actually super interesting. So mine's level 15, 3 stars. His is level 15, 2 stars. So, the difference in the stats? 0. So ranking up star-wise appears to do nothing to the stats. You might have already known that. I probably at some point recognized it, but didn't really. So, and if we look at the skills, I'm doing 482. His is 2, but we're both level 1. So the stars there, it really just gets you the ability to level up higher. So that is really... You don't necessarily need to star someone up unless you're going to level them up. So those are going to go hand in hand. So that's something that I would, highly recommend, thinking about. Luke Gallagher here. He's got a level 4 skill summon here. He's also got, let's see here. So he's got a level 11, 3-star. And then the actual skill itself is level 4 out of 4. So maybe the 3-star allows you to gain 3 levels on it. It's 1 out of 4, and then it's, you get 3 more stars that lets you to get 3 levels. I'm sort of surprised that Luke Gallagher is actually able to get the skill level there. I'm going to pull up my Luke Gallagher. Let's see, where's he at? Luke Gallagher, my friend. Do I not have you unlocked? No, I do. Where are you? There you are. So I've got Luke Gallagher at level 1, 3 stars. And the Nova Slam is level 1 out of 2. So there's clearly some upgrading there that was able to get done with the Enhances skill. My damage is 367 versus his is 423. So, you know, they're not crazy different. But the stat wise, if you're looking at the stat, again, his is 3 star. Mine is 3 star level 1. His is 3 star level 11. My level 1 is 12, 13, 138. So not a ton of stats here, but something. You know, there's, you know, 30-ish, 20-ish, you know, almost 30 attack, a little defense, and some quite a bit of HP there. So you get the stats really with the leveling. We got JS, who's a beast in game. He's got Ultron, who is one of the characters that people are really loving. Creates a barrier equal to 23% of the max HP. And the barrier absorbs damage while active. So this is something that people really like. You can see JS has some pretty high level companions here. His Ultron is level 44 stars. Let's see, does he have another? Yeah, so here's the stats on Ultron. Level 40, 4 stars. That attack is 187, 177. HP is 2072. My Ultron, which is level 1, 1 star. The attack is 18, 17, and 201. So getting Ultron to 4 stars, level 40, you know, that gives you, what is that? 170-ish attack. You know, and sometimes that's the difference between an upgrade of a badge. You know, when you're looking at badges, you're like, oh, it's 107. It's like, okay, well, you get it right here from Ultron, just getting them to level 40. Defense is 160 increase, and HP is almost 2,000 increase. So just going from level 1 to level 40, you get some decent stats there. So appreciate that. And then of course, Athena is it's not a picture of the stats, but man, she's good. She's definitely someone I'd look at. We covered Ursa here earlier, but here's another jump in levels that Kraken Null's got. He's got her at, you know, level 23 out of 30. Mine, like I mentioned earlier, was level 15. You know, and then the attack, defense, HP bumps, 133, 133, 115, or 156. Those weren't as high, but again, the difference between him and I is only 7 levels. Vision, now this Vision, man, Vision is a beast. So skill level, you see his skill level for Vision is 4 out of 8. People are loving Vision. So my skill for Vision is 1 out of 3. And you know what I'm curious is these summon skills, is it 1 out of 3 for 1 star and then it keeps getting up? I'm curious to see how that works, because the damage difference between his 4 out of 8 and my 1 out of 3 is mine's 635 and his is 730. So it's about a 95% increase. You know, that's good. That's definitely good. You know, I like that. You know, I'd be curious. I'd have to ask Craig, how much did you actually put into him there? You know, but the buff there for the damage is, you know, it's 100%. That's pretty huge. And then he's got the skill or the stats here. Again, level 30. Mine is level 10. So in 20, and they're both, his is 4 star and mine is 3 star. His attack is about 120 higher than mine. His defense is about 110 higher. And his HP is about 1,200 higher. So again, getting some of those levels there are pretty good. Now, let's look at something while I'm doing this. What I'll do is I'll pull up my screen. Let's pull up my screen for a second. All right, so you can see 68. I'll snip it so you can see some of the jumps, because I don't mind leveling Vision. He's a good character. And we'll go ahead and, you know, see the level up as we do this. All right, so this will be kind of fun a little bit. We'll level it. We'll remember what it was beforehand, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, so level up. Let's see. So let's just get him going here. And what is mine? 3 stars. So I should be able to get him to level 30. What was Kraken's? Kraken's was level 30 as well. So let's just see if we can get him straight up to level 30. I'm just using all these reds. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get him all the way there, I don't think. Yeah, I don't want to spend that many. Let's just get to level 20. All right, so level 20. All right, so we had... At level 10, we had 68. Yeah, so you can see the increase there, 55. 10 level bump is up 55, 52, 572, which is still, if I went another 10 levels, I'd gain about 60 more attack, 60 more defense, and what is that? About 600 more HP. So it's not too bad. I mean, that is, I don't hate that, right? That's pretty good for actually getting some level in there. Now, I did use a lot of those, but I don't know. So then, shout out again to Dante for doing some of that. JS has another one where he's talking about some 4-star to 5-star, where you can see some, actual bonus effects in here. We already knew some of that. We'll track that on the spreadsheet as well, which is super nice. Ultron again. You can see, wow, crit damage bonus effect. Is that locked in crit damage? Because if those are locked in and I guarantee crit damage, then you know what? That Ultron companion for me becomes a lot more attractive. So us learning what those are is, I would say, very, very good and nice. Again, JS has got some more stuff where we're looking at some stat increases or some bonus effects where you're getting from Icarus from 4 to 5, you get a deep PvP damage increase. Cersei movement speed increase by about 2.5%. And then he's also got Volstagg, which is a range damage decrease, which is whatever. Like I wouldn't do that for necessarily that. We got Cooks here bringing a critical damage decrease. All right, that's not great, but those are the sort of things that we want to definitely look at when we're looking at these. So now I also have my friend Halfsend and Gingy helped me get some of the stuff that he's got in game, where we're looking at some other stats and companions here, where it's like, all right, Gilgamesh's stats. This is level 40, 4-star. Those are some 282, 221, 23 HP. And you can see Halfsend really went pretty solid into these tunes. Fury is only level 30. So let's look at my Fury real quick, because I've got him. And what is my level? Let's see. Mine is level 12, but also 3-star. So if I was to bring him to level 30, I'd gain about another 100 attack, 100 defense, and 1100 HP. So those stats are going to get a bunch from leveling. Again, I'll keep saying it. I want people to understand that. As we compile some of this, here's War Machine. It's going to be nice for us to be able to see what characters are actually going to bring us something a little better. Where it's like, when you bring War Machine to level 30, his stats are so much better than so-and-so's at level 30. And when you bring him to 5-star, he gets, defense pierce increase that you want, or critical damage increase. Those are the things that we want to see and know. Here's again Athena. She's at level 50. She's at 5 stars already. Level 6 out of 14. So she's at, what is that? That's a 504%. What's my Athena at? Mine's only at level 1 star, and it's at 403. So that's actually only 101% increase in that damage there, which is sort of surprising. I'd be curious. Oh, but the attack also goes up by a few percent, by 3.75% in that as well. So you're getting a little bit there. Icarus, we talked about him a little bit earlier. He's got his level 50, 5-star, 1100%. Oh man, that damage, holy cow. Mine at, level 1 out of 3 is only 1069. So you get about another 110% damage through increasing just the level 3. That could get, I'd see, hitting really, really hard. Vision, again, we went over him earlier in 762 once you're at level 5. If you forgot where he was at, mine, the level 1 was at 635. So that's okay. That's just, whatever. That's not a huge increase. The decrease, the damage decrease goes up by about 2.6%. Pretty good. Let's see. The Athena stats. This is a 5-star Athena. As she loads up, I'll pull up mine off to the side. His, as it's loading, I'm not sure how well you can see it, but the attack increase is about 320. And this is a difference of 50 levels. So at level 50, so this is a raw beginning to end, from 1-star level 1 to level 50 5-star, you will gain 320 attack, 270 defense, and 2,700 HP. And obviously, it looks like her bonus effect is defense pierce 1.7%. Pretty good. She's definitely one people love. We talked about Icarus a little bit earlier. Again, Good stats there that are jumping up. Level 50. I mean, those are similar to what we had with Athena, right? 330, 315, 298. She's, 346, a little slightly different, but very, very similar. Vision, little bit less than those guys, but still pretty good. He doesn't have him quite to 5-star yet, but we showed that earlier. We got Scrag in here. He brought Scrag up. Wow, Scrag is 6 stars here, but just level 1. So this is interesting. So he's got Scrag at 6 stars, and at level 1. Mine's at 2 stars level 1, and those fixed effects are the exact same. Exact same. It doesn't hurt you to start up. You might as well, unless you're actually wanting to, crunch those and put them in another tune. I'd recommend, if you get to 6-star, just get to 6-star. You got the bonus effect there where you get the damage, and then you can crunch any shards for Scrag later. It's like, okay, that's where we're going to put those. So that would be the recommendation with that. Bob, Agent of Hydra. He's got, again, level 1 out of 60. It's 6-star. You don't see any bonus effects from him, right? So it's like, why do that to 6-star outside of just finishing it? And it would be a completion thing, which I think would be fine. My level 1, 2-star, exact same stats. We got the Mark Legion. You guys get the idea. They don't 6-star, same stats, but you can get them up. You don't see a bonus effect there. And you don't get any bonus effects for any of the commons. It's when you get to the rares and the specials where you get them up. You got Ursa here, also 6-star, level 1. You've got that melee damage decrease bump in there. The Uncorrupted Ultron. We've got just the stat bumps, level 60. I mean, my Uncorrupted Ultron, where's that bad boy at? We've got him at, let's see, that's that one. Mine's at, I don't even have him owned yet. So he's, that's a bump of 190, 2200-ish. So those, again, pretty good for leveling that up to 60. I mean, he's got some, that's probably a lot of tokens there, but it was interesting that he went ahead and did that and got some points there. We went through Gilgamesh earlier. We got some 400, he's got level 3 on him. I don't have any levels on Gilgamesh myself, and my skill is 409. So that's only, 41%. The stun jumps 0.1 seconds. Wah, wah, wah. So, to me, that's like, I'm not sure I'm spending skill things on him until I see him much, much higher. And then he's got Gord Fleming again, no stat changes there. So those were the, that's what we had from those guys. Like I mentioned before, I've got this spreadsheet going. I'm going to, I'll just move myself over here so you can see it a little bit better. This is going to be a work in motion. So we're going to compile some of this stuff, so you can start to see it and then just kind of see where everything's at, what the bonuses are. We'll get them filled in. You can see things pending kind of, and we'll just be like, all right, this is, I'll analyze this and we'll analyze this and say, this is what we think is going to be the best. This is what we think is going to, this jumps out at me, or this is what I specifically need. I need to go after this character. Right, so that's what we're hoping to do here. Again, I just want to do a brief overview. I've already dove into a bunch. I don't want to make too long of a video. So hopefully this is semi-helpful. Again, if you've got any of this information, please come to the Discord. Just post a picture of it so that we can put it in this compilation and start getting all the information into one spot. We'll appreciate you. As I mentioned before, hammer down like buttons, notification bells, and subscribe if you like. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.